Here we are with Reiki Mom. Theresa would like to talk about her out-of-body experiences, or OBEs. So tell us, Theresa, what is an OBE?
An OBE is when your spirit leaves your body at night when you are asleep. Everybody has a spirit and everybody has OBEs, but they just don't know about, 90% of the people don't know that they go out of their bodies at night. I had quite a few experiences of OBEs. Also, some people call it astral projection. But when I was about 5 years old, I had this feeling. I was in bed asleep, and when I got awake, I was floating about 5-6 inches below my ceiling in my bedroom. And was I ever scared? I mean, you can imagine what a little 5-year-old kid thinks about, floating around in their bedroom. Well, I was so scared, and finally I just thought, well, I don't want to be up here. And then I went ploop down my bed. My spirit went back in my body. And I got up and ran over to my mother and dad. I was crying, and I told them, I said, I was floating in my room. I'm afraid. And my parents said, oh, you were just having a bad dream, go back to bed. So, 5-year-old kid, their mother tells them, you're just having a bad dream, you go back to bed. Well, over the next couple of years, the same thing would happen. And I would be floating about 5 or 6 inches below the ceiling. And again, I was scared. I got scared, and well, I've had about 7 or 8 of them from the time I was about 5 till the time I was like 7. I had about 5 or 6 of them, and I was always told that they were just bad dreams, so I believed it.
Okay, before you go on, tell them about the time that you fell on your sister.
Yes, I was out of body in my bedroom, and I was floating around, and I was scared.
How old were you?
I was 6 years old, and I was scared, and I heard a weird sound. I couldn't explain it then, and I can't explain it now what it was. But anyhow, I was terribly afraid, and my sister and I shared a bed, and my spirit body went plop right down on top of my sister. She was sound asleep, but my spirit body went right flat on top of my sister, and my sister got awake, and she hit me in the arm. She says, get over in your own side of your bed. And I got up crying, ran over to my mother and dad again, and they just said bad dreams. So that was that. And my sister doesn't remember hitting me at all, but she did.
What happens to your body when you start to have the OBE?
You're in a REM sleep. REM is rapid eye movement in your sleep. That is the REM movement. It's a dream state. All right, it's between the dream state and the sleep state, the deep sleep state. And a lot of people, they say when they have out-of-body experience, they have a silver cord attached to them. And that is so that, when they want to get back in their body, the silver cord shortens and pulls them back in their body. Now, I never saw a silver cord on me, but that's, they say that's what happens. The silver cord people, that's their security blanket. All right, so
Tell them about the time that you had an OBE over the dog yard in Dillsburg and you got scared.
That was Montana.
Oh, sorry. When you had an OBE out in Montana.
Yeah, that was terrible. Oh, I was petrified. I went outside. I was in bed, you know, and I felt my body, my soul coming out of my body and going out the door. And when I got out the door, I was hovering above the dog yard. We had huskies, and I was hovering above the dog yard, and oh, this terrible, terrible, evil feeling. It was evil out there. I was petrified. I thought, what is around here? There's something around here. It was evil. I was so scared, and I just went plop. I couldn't take it anymore, and I just went plop right inside, back in the house, and I don't know what it was, and the dogs were even like carrying on a little bit, you know, they were running around barking. So they felt it too. But
Can people, so you can control when you want to come back?
yes, you can control whenever you want to come back, and also you can go wherever you want to go when you're in your astral body. People travel, their astral body travels. Now, I'm kind of an introvert, and I never go that far away from my, you know, my place. But yeah, if you can go across the oceans. You can go see distant relatives. You can go anywhere you want to go. You just think it, and your astral body takes you there.
So your body is safe while it's behind?
Yes. Oh, yes, your body. That's why people have the so-called silver cord to them, that they can get back in their bodies, that silver cord, as long as it doesn't break. But if it would break, then they'd just be out there floating around for...
But you said you didn't have a silver cord
No,
and you weren't worried about it?
Yeah, I didn't worry about it, and I didn't see any on me, so you know...
So how do people have OBEs?
Well, you can have in a state of meditation. You can meditate and go into a deep, relaxed state of meditation, and your spirit can leave your body then. When you are if you are in a terrible accident, a bad accident, you know, you're in a lot of pain, your spirit can leave your body and hovers around your body. And I'll tell you, one time I had surgery, and I was in the operating room. I was sound asleep. They put me to sleep, and I was in the operating room, and my astral body, my spirit, came out of my body and went up in the operating room, and I was watching. I was looking down, and I was watching the doctors and nurses operating on me, and I could hear everything they said, you know. And then when I was just like floating, I was floating around my body. I don't know, maybe I had the silver cord then, I don't know, but I got afraid. I thought, you know, what if I don't make it? But and then zoom, when they were done, and I just my spirit just fell back in my body, and I told the nurse when the next day, you know, I told the nurse, you know, what happened, and I said, I know what they were talking about, and I told her some of the stuff they were talking about, you know, and they were just truly amazed. So that's about it for now. I'll talk again if you're interested, if anybody's interested. You know, I'll make another video sometime, and you can see what transpires.
So if you have any questions about OBEs, just leave them in the comment section below, and Reiki Mom will give you an answer.